In the heart of a bustling little town named Chiku Chiku, where goats argued with traffic lights and chickens confidently crossed the road without ever explaining why, lived a wildly ordinary guy named Momo who believed, with his whole chest, that he was destined for greatness, even though nobody, including destiny itself, had been informed. Momo worked at a shop that sold everything except what you need, a name chosen after years of customer complaints. And every day he sat behind the counter pretending to be busy while secretly making detailed lists of ways he could become famous without doing anything even slightly difficult. One day, while reorganizing the shop's useless but emotionally supportive items section, he accidentally discovered a dusty old box labeled "Do Not Open, Especially You, Momo," which was strange because nobody else in town ever spelled his name correctly. Obviously, this was what people like Momo called a sign, even though it could also reasonably be called a warning. And warnings were things Momo regularly ignored, like expiration dates and the concept of personal responsibility. So he opened the box, expecting treasure or magical destiny sparkles, but instead a tiny glowing creature flew out and hit him directly on the forehead like a confused USB drive trying desperately to connect. "Congratulations, human," it squeaked, adjusting imaginary glasses. "You are now the temporary, maybe accidental, but still official guardian of ridiculousness." Momo, who had never successfully guarded anything in his life, not even his lunch, his neighbor's goat stole it twice a week, stared at the creature with the confused intensity of someone trying to smell Wi-Fi. Before he could ask questions, the tiny creature continued, "Your duty is to keep this town safe from seriousness. Seriousness is dangerous. Seriousness causes productivity, taxes, and meetings. You must prevent these horrors." This immediately made sense to Momo because he had been allergic to productivity since birth. Without warning, the creature, whose name was apparently Fizzlewing the Unnecessarily Dramatic, granted Momo the ability to cause spontaneous, ridiculous events simply by thinking too hard, which was both convenient and dangerous because thinking too hard was something Momo rarely did, and when he tried, his brain made the Windows XP error sound. The very next morning, Momo woke up feeling powerful, legendary, and slightly constipated with ambition. He decided to test his new ability by focusing intensely on creating something funny but harmless. Unfortunately, the moment he concentrated, every pigeon in town spontaneously grew curly moustaches and began strutting around like French poets. The townspeople panicked, claiming it was a sign that taxes were about to increase, and Momo had to hide behind a vending machine until the pigeons lost interest in reciting dramatic bird poetry. But Momo was not discouraged. In fact, he was thrilled. If he could accidentally give pigeons mustaches, imagine what else he could cause on purpose. He began to experiment responsibly, which for Momo meant not in the middle of town, but slightly to the side of town, where only 5 or 6 people could accidentally witness his disasters. With practice, he learned to summon dancing watermelons, inflatable goats, disco thunderstorms, and once, for reasons even he couldn't explain, a giant floating tortilla that circled the town like a confused UFO. The people became suspicious, but they were also entertained, and Momo started becoming the town's unofficial source of entertainment. Everyone assumed he was doing it intentionally for their amusement, and Momo encouraged this belief because it made him feel important, and also people started giving him free snacks. But one evening, while Momo was showing off by making a squirrel breakdance on a telephone pole, a dark shadow spread across the sky. The air grew cold. The chickens stopped mid-step, which was terrifying because chickens never stop, and the goats stared suspiciously upward as if the sky owed them money. Fizzlewing appeared out of nowhere, dramatically as usual, and announced, "Behold, the seriousness you were meant to guard against has arrived. It is here. It is strong. It is punctual." Momo shivered at the word punctual. Descending from the clouds was a towering figure in a 3-piece suit, carrying a briefcase and radiating the soul-crushing energy of corporate meetings that could have been emails. "I am Bureaucratus," the figure boomed, "and I have come to bring order." The townspeople screamed. Someone fainted. Someone else fainted because the first person fainted. The chickens attempted to flee, but only ran in circles because chickens have poor escape plans. Bureaucratus opened his briefcase, and a stack of paperwork flew out like demonic butterflies. Sign these forms, he commanded. Attend mandatory productivity seminars, calculate weekly budgets, and embrace the crushing weight of structured responsibility. The horror in the air was palpable. Even the wind felt stressed. Momo, shaking like a blender full of marbles, turned to Fizzlewing. What do I do? I can't fight a guy who uses paperwork as a weapon. Fizzlewing smacked Momo on the nose. Use your power of ridiculousness. Think funny thoughts, but think very hard. This was terrifying because Momo's thinking hard record was spotty at best, but he had no choice. He stepped forward heroically, or at least as heroically as someone can while tripping over their own shoelaces. Bureaucratus raised a clipboard and fired a bolt of pure seriousness at Momo, who panicked and thought of the funniest thing his brain could produce under pressure: an army of rubber chickens screaming motivational quotes. Instantly, dozens of rubber chickens materialized and charged forward yelling, "Believe in yourself, and you are capable of greatness, and hydration is important." Bureaucratus stumbled backward, confused and slightly overwhelmed by the chaotic positivity. Momo seized the moment and thought even harder, so hard that one of his eyebrows started vibrating. He imagined the entire town turning into a giant comedy club, where everything, including gravity, had a sense of humor. Suddenly, gravity softened. People gently floated up and down like confused balloons. Bureaucratus tried to summon more paperwork, but the forms floated away, giggling. His briefcase began telling knock-knock jokes. His suit turned into pajamas with cartoon ducks on them. The chickens laughed, the goats laughed. Even the squirrel breakdanced again out of excitement. "Stop this nonsense," Bureaucratus cried, but it was too late. The wave of ridiculousness was too strong. His seriousness melted like ice cream in a microwave, and with one dramatic sigh, he vanished into a puff of disappointed paperwork. The sky brightened, the chickens unfroze, and the town cheered for Momo, the guardian of ridiculousness, the hero they accidentally needed. Fizzlewing wiped a tiny proud tear and said, "You have saved this town. Try not to destroy it tomorrow." Momo promised absolutely nothing. From that day onward, the town of Chiku Chiku became known as the happiest, weirdest, least serious place in the world. People visited from far away just to witness Momo's daily disasters: flying tacos, dancing lampposts, musical thunderstorms, and once a giant rubber duck that chased a taxi for 3 blocks. Momo finally felt famous, admired, and delightfully chaotic. And every morning he woke up excited, knowing he could turn an ordinary moment into something hilariously impossible with one powerful thought. He wasn't just Momo anymore. He was Momo the Magnificent, master of chaos, bringer of laughter, unofficial enemy of paperwork, and the only man in history to defeat seriousness using an army of motivational rubber chickens. And honestly, that was a legacy he could live with forever.